When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, owners just care more about you.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality.
Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's high school basketball broadcast is being brought to you by
W. Harley Miller Systems, Smallwood and Small Insurance Agency, Powered Beck and Matzaref Law Offices, Senate Finance Chairman Jason Barrett, Hagerstown Ford, Fort Evans Archery, Rocks Local Markets, the Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, personal injury attorneys, Cody's Auto Body, the Palace Lounge, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, the Berkeley County Health Department, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, Ameriprise Financial and the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, CMA Honda of Winchester, CMA Chevy and Toyota of Martinsburg, CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, Dignity Memorial Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery of Martinsburg, Flower Pools of Martinsburg, Hagerstown, and Chambersburg, Inferno Brewery and Andy's Pizza.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Live inside Martinsburg High School, it's day 2 of the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic here on TV 10. Talk Radio WRNR, the WRNR TV YouTube channel, bringing you the W. Harley Miller Systems pregame show. W. Harley Miller Systems providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audio, video distribution, and more. Call 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call. Behind the cameras on the TV 10 side for this one, Tyler Strine, Colton Musgrove, and Vernon Dale Piquel. Kyler High back at the studio. Colin, we're starting off with probably the 2 most impressive teams that we saw yesterday. Definitely, I'd say, the ones that we saw. The Washington Patriots, and they're taking on Tuscarora here out of Maryland. Teams that both were able to get the wins yesterday. Tuscarora over Martinsburg at 1 o'clock yesterday, and Washington dominating North County in the nightcap.
Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking after yesterday that this meeting, has all the ingredients to be game of the year, and we are in day 2 of our coverage of high school boys basketball this season. These 2 teams, Tuscarora and Washington, look just that good. I mean, yesterday when we saw them, it was incredible. Even though we didn't get to bring the broadcast to you of Martinsburg against Tuscarora, those 2 teams went back and forth. Tuscarora really kind of pulled away in quarter number 3 and led by Colin Bird, who has multiple Division I offers, had 37 points in the game. He's absolutely incredible. It's going to be a lot of fun to see if on the other side, guys like Chris Dolman, Josiah King, and Avery Brown can keep up with him and kind of contain him defensively, because this is finally going to be that first real test for Washington this season.
We'll keep breaking this one down, but first we'll take a 2-minute break and come back to the pregame interview with Washington Patriots head coach Ryan Miller. This is the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 2 minutes.
Hello, Jonathan Bodwell, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, your local Medicare insurance agency. We are celebrating our 20th anniversary this year. The Medicare annual enrollment period is here. Medicare plans have changed drastically this year. We are here to help you with a no-charge review of your coverage. Don't get taken advantage of by a call center. Call us at 304-283-0864. Stay local with Bodwell Insurance Solutions.
And Surf Law Offices. 50 years experience. No fees unless we collect money for you. Always here to help you. Any questions? lawpbm.com.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
Welcome back to the W. Harley Miller Systems pregame show on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, getting you ready for the Tuscarora Huskies versus the Washington Patriots. Our pregame interview brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons got a chance to catch up with the head coach of the Washington Patriots. All right, here with Coach Miller of the Washington Patriots. Coach, you guys got a big win on the first day to Skip Fowler yesterday against North County. What did you feel about your team's performance in that one?
You know, I thought we played pretty well. There were some things I thought we could do better. I know the score, it looks like we played great. I thought we could have pushed the ball a little bit up the floor a little bit faster in transition, particularly with a pass. Defensively, I thought our gap could have been a little better. And on the offensive glass, sometimes we boxed out but weren't quite physical enough. So all things that we talked about today, and hopefully we do a better job.
When you're coming into a tournament like this on a weekend mixer, if you want to call it, how much do you usually know about the teams that you're going up against that weekend? And if it's not that much, is it a little bit of a challenge sometimes?
So I'll be honest, with Huddle and NFHS Network and YouTube and everybody streaming everything, you can get just about any game that you want. Sometimes you got to pay for it here and there, but, you know, that's what we do. So we've seen a lot of these teams. It's weird when you don't see them in person because in APAC, you know, you see everybody 5 or 6 times. But, you know a lot about them. It's not like it used to be where you're coming into games blind.
So I'll ask you about Tuscarora coming into today. Yesterday against Martinsburg, Colin Bird dropped 37 points for them. What do you see as some of the things that you'll need to do against them today?
Well, first off, he's a heck of a player. There's a reason that he scored 37. There's a reason he's going to go to college where he's going to and play basketball. So players like that, you're not going to shut them down or stop them, right? You just got to make it a little bit more difficult on them. So that'll be a focal point from us today. But around him, they're not bad either. So you can't just lock in on him and say, okay, we're just going to, forget about everybody else. You got to be cognizant of where other people are at on the floor, especially the kids that can shoot the ball. But hopefully we can contain him a little bit. They like to run things through him. So if we can stop him, keep him out of the lane, I think it'll go a long way for us.
Finally, just asking, what'll be those last 1 or 2 things that you'll say to your team before they take the court for opening tip?
Just remind them to be who we are. We're a fast, up-tempo team. We want to be the most physical team on the floor every time we come out. And then on defensively, we want to fly around, force people into turnovers. So if we can just play Washington's brand of basketball, then I think we'll be okay.
All right, Coach, thanks for the time and good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks again to Coach Miller for giving us time before this game. We'll take another 2-minute break and come back with Colin's keys to the game. This is the Skip Fowler Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Did you know a fully loaded truck weighs 80,000 pounds?
I do know that they can cause a lot of damage in a wreck.
Over 40,000 people die every year in crashes.
And distracted driving is getting even worse.
I wish we had better ways to prevent distracted driving.
Me too. But one thing we can do is help people who've been injured in car and truck accidents.
Hurting almost heaven? Dial the 7s. 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
Ice baths, polar plunges, what's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always, that's Cody's with a T for trust.
Ups conclude here from inside Martinsburg High School for the Skip Fowler Classic, getting you ready for Washington versus Tuscarora. Let's get our keys to the game brought to you by Hagerstown Ford. They're revolutionizing the car buying experience. You can buy your next vehicle online and they'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit them online at fordofhagerstown.com. Colin McLaughlin, what do you think of the keys to the game are here between Washington and Tuscarora?
For both teams, it's going to be simple. Stay calm, cool, collected. This is going to be a high-tempo game. Both sides want to get down the court as quickly as possible. Both sides want to smother you, pressure you defensively. So you're going to have to stay calm, cool, and collected because of that. You don't want to get too flashy. You don't want to go too up-tempo and have some silly, simple mistakes on your own doing. So that's ultimately my key of the game for both sides.
I'll get you our starting lineups brought to you by the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Looking for a home in the tri-state area? Call the Larry DeMarco team at 304-262-4222 or visit them online at modernrealtyresults.com. For Tuscarora, it'll be number 0, Colin Bird, number 1, Chaz Battaglia, number 3, Kevin Worley, number 5, Jack Bailey, and number 13, Drew Dickershade. And for the Washington Patriots, it'll be number 1, Chris Dolman, number 3, Josiah King, number 5, Avery Brown, number 11, Chet Gore, and number 12, Jaquel Watkins. And we will take one last break, and we'll be back with opening tip-off. This is the Skip Fowler Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Beck and Mitsura Law Offices. 50 years experience. No fees unless we collect money for you. Always here to help you. Any questions? lawpbm.com.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Opening tip brought to you by your local full-service archery pro shop, Fort Evans Archery of Inwood. Call 304-229-7064. Visit them online at fortevans.com. The Tuscarora Huskies win the opening tip as we start out the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic Day 2 here. It's a miss from Chaz Battaglio on the drive. Rebounded by Washington. On the break, it's Chris Dolman to Chet Gore for 2. 2-0 Washington.
That's really something they were trying to accomplish a lot yesterday, just that simple transition offense.
Brought up the court by Drew Dickersheed, guarded closely by Avery Brown. They're going to get it to Colin Bird, who dropped 37 yesterday on Martinsburg. He spins, kicks to his teammate in the corner. That's Worley, kicked out to Battaglia, short from 3. That was Jack Bailey actually on the 3. Here comes Washington the other way. Avery Brown, right wing, going to get it to Jaquel Watkins inside, puts one up off the glass and in. It's 4-0 Washington.
Yeah, great contested shot there for Watkins. Falling down and still getting that one to fall through.
Dickersheed brings the ball up. Looking to get a screen from a teammate. They decide to run a different action here. Right wing, dribbling over to the left side. It's a handoff over to Bailey. He'll dribble a handoff to Colin Bird, who takes a long 3, and it's off the right side of the iron. Rebounded by Chet Gore. That'll pass to Dolman to bring it up. He's going to drive to his left. Too short, hits off the bottom of the rim. And Tuscarora with the rebound, going fast the other way as well. Layup no good from Kevin Worley. Josiah King with the rebound. And again, the pace fast the other way, left side. Josiah King gets the roll. 6-0 lead for the Patriots.
I mean, that's just great body control by King.
Battaglia going to give it up to Bird. Top of the key. They'll go to Worley on the right wing. Dribbles towards the middle, top of the key, gives it over to Jack Bailey. Now it's Battaglia, right wing. Looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Washington not giving them the paint easily. Here's a kick out to the left corner. It's a three-pointer that's good from Colin Bird, picking up where he left off yesterday. 6-3. Tuscarora cuts the lead in half. Chet Gore, left elbow, nowhere to go. They're going to give it up to Josiah King. Pick and roll. It's a switch. Bird guarding King. Now they'll get it into the low post. It's a mismatch for Gore. He's going to kick it out to Avery Brown for 3. Too strong. Rebounded by Bird. Colin Bird brings it up. 7 Division I offers for Colin Bird, including Norfolk State, Boston University, and Holy Cross. And here's a teammate, Dickersheed, trying to drive, and it's picked by Chris Dolman, who's going to give it up. A lot of contact. Chet Gore puts one up, gets his own rebound, and puts it back in. 8-3 start for Washington. Now we'll get a whistle. We'll stop play for a moment. Possession sticks with Tuscarora. 5:03 left in the first quarter, which is brought to you in part by Small Wind Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution located at 1250 Edwin Miller Boulevard, Suite 301 in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-3361. Bird works against Josiah King. He's going to pull up from 3. It's short. Long rebound out to King.
Yeah, that last offensive possession for Washington, it just looked like they weren't happy with how much contact there was and no call.
Jaquel Watkins bounce pass to the left block. Chet Gore looking for room. He's fouled on the floor as he tried to kick it out to Brown. We'll see Yair Marrero check in for Jaquel Watkins. First foul goes against Colin Bird. King inbound to Gore, puts up the hook shot, no good. King gets the rebound, throws up a shot as he's falling to the floor, and Colin Bird gets the rebound while sitting on the floor after he fell as well. And it's a timeout called by Tuscarora. 8-3 Washington here early in the first quarter. We'll take a 30-second break. This is the Skip Fowler Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Nothing goes better with football than chicken. From Pee Wee to the big boys to the wing T formation. Oh my, fumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Rocks Local Market.
Our timeouts are brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced and certified technicians. Call them at 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. 8-3, Washington leads Tuscarora here from Martinsburg High School to start off the second and final day of the Skip Fowler for 2025. Tuscarora not able to get into the paint so far. Almost poked away. Avery Brown close to getting a steal on Dickersheed, but he gets it back and trips over the legs of Brown, who will be called for the foul.
Yeah, Brown gets called because those legs were kind of still kicking whenever he went down. Just unlucky there for him.
The side out inbound for Battaglia. Going to get it into Bird, whose screener fell down. He's going to drive in anyway and put it up too strong off the glass. Rebounded by Washington, but it's a steal right back by Battaglia for Tuscarora. He gets in the lane, and another layup that goes too strong. And Dolman quickly, nice laser beam pass over to Chet Gore for two more, who's got 6 points already.
Yeah, Washington just clearly playing the better ball right now on both sides, getting those quick open looks, and on the other side defensively not letting Tuscarora get any open looks.
Chris Dolman putting the clamps to Drew Dickersheed, who is going to get called for an offensive foul. Pushing off, trying to get some space to dribble. Washington has it. 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter, up 10-3. Looking for room to operate as Cam Shedrick off the bench now for Washington. They're going to move it over to the left wing. It's a three ball from Yair Marrero. Make it 13-3 Patriots.
Great ball movement, that extra pass to get it to Marrero from Dolman.
Battaglia swings it over to the left side. That's Worley trying to find some room off the screen. It's Bailey giving it up to Battaglia. No good from three. Cold start for the Huskies. Josiah King get it. Chet Gore, top of the key. Three-pointer, no good off the right side. Rebounded by the Huskies. And Bailey looking for room as he had the pressure from Dolman immediately off the rebound. Dickersheed trying to drive by Marrero, and he's stripped by Marrero. Dolman to King. Here comes the fast break. They have numbers. King, pump fake. Tries to get a pass over to Gore. It gets away from him. And Bailey steps out of bounds trying to save it. The possession stays on the side of the floor. The baseline out of bounds to be King to inbound and gets it into Shedrick, whose floater is no good. Dickersheed moving the ball up quickly to Battaglia. Now kick it over to Bailey in the left corner. Pump fake, drive, kick to the right corner. Battaglia drives. He tries to get a bounce pass into Bird, who's going to put up a shot over Gore. No good. Rebounded by King. Moving quickly. Swing it to the left wing from Marrero. Three-pointer is short. Rebounded by Bird. 2:05 left in the first quarter. 13-3. Bird probably came close to another push off there. He's going to drive and kick, swing around, extra pass to Bailey, who's going to drive, kick it left wing. Battaglia. High bounce off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Shedrick.
Yeah, I like the extra pass. It just wasn't accurate for him to be able to catch and shoot.
On the other end, it's a quick drive to the left side by Chris Dolman, who's fouled on the way up and will shoot 2 free throws.
You just got to give credit to Washington defensively, kind of just with that size and length here and the pressure that they're providing. Not allowing, as I mentioned earlier, any good looks for shots, and then with these passes, they're just a little behind or a little to the left, a little to the right, and that's causing them not to, as I said, be able to catch and shoot.
The second foul on Drew Dickersheed, the point guard for the Huskies. Yep, you're back and first free throw from Dolman is off the mark. Gore will get a rest. We'll see Tajay Hairston off the bench for Washington now. Out there with Watkins, Marrero, Dolman, and Brown. Dolman gets the second one to roll in. First point for Chris Dolman. 1:38 left in the first quarter here. 14-3. Here's Jack Bailey on the outside. Trying to find room. He's going to give it up to Asher Preddy. Now it's Bird, top of the key, against Watkins. Tries to cross him up, get into the lane, floater, and one. Off the glass. Colin Bird, all 5 points for the Huskies so far.
Stay with Bird. Zoom in on him, Colton. I'm on you slowly. Yep.
Make that 42 points during the Skip Fowler so far for Colin Bird. And call it 43 now. His 6th point rattles the iron and goes in.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great player, but at some point you're going to need other guys to pick up offensively if you want to stay in this ballgame.
Drive, spin, kick out by Dolman to Avery Brown, the sharpshooter for 3.
And you can't leave Brown open either, otherwise it's going to be night-night.
17-6 Washington. Here's a drive. The hands swarm Marrero, insisting that he got all ball and stripped it away. But the foul is going to be called against number 10, Tajay Hairston.
Yeah, Hairston had body. He was making contact there, even though Marrero had all ball, as you said. On the other side, it was Hairston, the guilty party.
It's on the floor. Here's Bird, left corner, step back. Nothing but net, but because it was an air ball. And it's a foul in Tuscarora, loose ball after the missed shot.
I mean, that was beautiful boxing out all around by Washington. They just completely took everybody back out of the paint and just kind of made a circle with the boxing out to have the ball in the middle, and they were the only ones there.
Other first quarter sponsors, Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. You can buy their next vehicle online, and they'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit them at fordofhagerstown.com. Dolman looking for room on the left wing, going to give up to Watkins, but it's a give and go. Dribble handoff right back. He's going to get into the lane. Floater, too strong. Rebound tips out to Bird at the top of the key. He's going to try to make a bounce pass over to Battaglia. Ball fake, drives, and offensive foul. Battaglia drove strong. Washington takes another charge, just like they did a good handful of times last night. 27.6 left in the first quarter. Ball's brought up by Hairston. He's going to kick to the corner. Avery Brown, another 3, and it's another make. Brown, 2 threes have fallen here this afternoon. It's 20-6. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Colin Bird, he's going to step back, 3-pointer, knocks it down. 20-9, 2 seconds left. Dolman puts up a shot from 3. Oh, it bounces, it hits the backboard, the rim, backboard, rim, and hits the floor, goes out. 20-9. Washington wins the first quarter here. All 9 of Tuscarora's points from who else but Colin Bird. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with the second quarter. This is the Skip Fowler on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality.
Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Second quarter brought to you in part by Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, Robert Fields & Sons, a family-owned full-service funeral home proudly serving the area since 1880. Washington starts the second quarter with the ball and the lead up 20-9, and Josiah King slips and falls and gets called for the travel.
Yeah, it might have been the right call. I couldn't fully tell. I'd like to see that again to see if there was any unintentional trip or not.
It's mostly the same group out there for Tuscarora, not going deep into the bench yet. Here's a bounce pass to a cutting Chaz Battaglia, who dunks it home. First points for Tuscarora that don't come from Bird. It's 20-11.
Great job, Colton.
Josiah King, dribble handoff action with Chet Gore. A long step through and gets the bucket and the foul. Josiah King, 19 points yesterday. He's up to 4 so far today. The former Martinsburg Bulldog here playing at Martinsburg. Leading scorer for the Patriots yesterday against North County in their big-time blowout win. And the N1 off the mark, but rebound bounces around into the hands of Kings. Euro step, can't get the roll. Watkins gets the rebound, though. Almost another offensive rebound for the Patriots. That time it's brought in by Dickersheed. And while trying to pick off the pass to Bird, Watkins is going to get called for a foul.
Dylan, if you didn't see yesterday, which team do you think played at 1 o'clock and which team do you think played at 7 o'clock? Who do you think would have the fresher legs?
Last game yesterday, first game today. Yeah, Washington. You would not think would be off to such a strong start.
No, they look so much faster than Tuscarora right now.
Here's Dickersheed on the right wing. Gives it over to Battaglia, and away from the ball, we get a foul. It'll be on Avery Brown against Bird, who almost got pushed right into Colton down on the baseline for us. Brown will sit down. Marrero checks in. Dickersheed trying to get it into Bird, who has to save it from going out of bounds. He falls into the Washington bench this time. But Tuscarora stays with the possession. Battaglia gives it up to Bailey. Long three, a little too strong. Rebounded by Dolman, who pushes it. Stops at the top of the key and give it up to Marrero. They'll get it inside to the low block for Gore. Size advantage, puts up the shot. Too strong off the backboard, no good. Gore saves the ball from going out of bounds as it tips around. Ends up in the hands of Josiah King, who puts up 2 more. He's up to 6 points.
I mean, the chemistry here for Washington's just superb. For Gore to know exactly where King's going to be and for King to know where he needs to be after that save.
Brown, Gore, and King all leading the way for Washington with 6 points. Here's a catch-and-shoot 3 from Colin Bird off the screen, no good. Washington brings it up. Marrero, Watkins. Missed an open kick out for 3, but it doesn't matter. Watkins puts in the 2. And there's a timeout from Tuscarora as it's now 26-11 Washington. It's been a team effort so far. 3 players with 6 points, 1 with 4. We'll take a 30-second break. This is the Skip Fowler Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Our other second quarter sponsor is Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at ParsonsFord.com. They became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons back here, 26-11. Washington with the lead over Tuscarora here on day 2 of the Skip Fowler Classic. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call. Behind the cameras on the TV 10 side, Colton Musgrove, Tyler Strine, Vernon Dale Piquel. Back in the studio, it's Kyler High. We'll have Martinsburg versus King's Christian Academy around 7 o'clock here this evening as well to wrap up the Skip Fowler. Right now it's Washington dominating Tuscarora.
Yeah, I did not expect this. I expected it to be a slugfest, but Washington's completely controlled everything, every aspect of this game.
Battaglia drives inside, picks up his dribble, kick out, extra pass, no good from Preddy on the right corner for three. It's rebounded by Marrero. Getting over to Dolman. They try again to get it inside to Gore, but it's kicked out of bounds by Colin Bird. 5:37 left in the first half here.
Key factor here for Washington's just been that defensive pressure. Completely controlling the tempo and not giving Tuscarora any inch of space.
They've only got two players that have scored for the Huskies, and one of them only has 2 points. Watkins, the pass from King, another floater, it's good. Watkins is up to 6 points now. 4 different players hitting that mark for the Patriots. It's 28-11. Bird tries to drive on King, pushes off, offensive foul. On the spin move, easy call for the officials.
Yeah, Bird sometimes gets away with that. Not this time. You see, though, with that left hand, he likes to give that little nudge, try to give him some extra space.
Talking to the official all the way to the bench as he sits down with 2 fouls. Dolman walks it up for Washington, swings it to Marrero, now Watkins. Cross-court pass back to Dolman, who will put up the 3. No good. Long rebound, though, out to King. He loses it, but it ends up in his teammate's hands, Marrero, and King will get it right back. They go to Marrero, swing it right corner, Dolman, back to Marrero, who drives from the right wing, puts on up, underhanded and in. 30-11. That's Marrero with 5 points.
Just great vision there by Marrero to see the open lane and attack.
Jack Bailey about to get trapped near the baseline. Gives it up to Battaglia. Trap comes for him. Cross-court pass over to Worley. And now they'll reset at the top of the key with Dickershede, who tries to dribble right. Hand off to Battaglia. Trap again coming. Defensive pressure all the way around from Washington. Losing the ball almost. Getting it back is Worley. Has to give it up. Gets it right back. Will swing it from the left wing to the right. Spin move. Stripped away by Washington. Here's King driving all the way. Takes it. Puts it up and in. 32-11. Josiah King was 1 of 4 with 6 points for the Patriots. He's the first to reach 8.
You know what's really helping this Washington pressure? Tuscarora, even though they're doing it right now, not a lot of movement here when the possession really lengthens, but that time they were able to get the quick shot, and it's a banked-in 3.
Kevin Worley. The bank is open. 32-14. Chet Gore driving, puts up a contested shot over Bird, no good. Wanted a foul, didn't get one.
I feel like that was the first low percentage shot, the first bad look that we've seen from Washington here today.
Marrero almost getting another steal for the Patriots. Huskies get it back. They'll work it to Battaglia, top of the key. Driving to his left against Watkins. Gets through, doesn't get the roll to put in the layup. Rebound, get it out to Dolman, who pushes the break. Stops, spins, tipped, blocked by Preddy. Tuscarora gets it back. They'll try to start their own break. It's a 3-on-2. It's an open shot, pump fake, and a drive now, actually, from Drew Dickershede, who gets his first 2 points. Make it 32-16 with 2:40 left in the first half. Marrero on the left wing will go top of the key for Gore. It's a handoff to Dolman. King, Marrero over to the left side, now into the block to Gore. They've been trying to feed him. It's another shot that goes off the mark.
Yeah, Gore wanted a foul called there. I didn't see it.
Floater from Worley. The other players for Tuscarora are starting to get going with Colin Bird on the bench. Timeout as it's now 32-18 with 2:15 left in the second quarter. Let's take the 30-second break. Tuscarora makes a little bit of a run. This is the Skip Fowler Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. home on the job, or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
32-18. Washington leads Tuscarora here from inside Martinsburg High School. Skip Fowler Memorial Classic.
You can see Coach Newkirk on the screen for those tuned in here. During that entire timeout, you could hear what he was saying to the team from up here. He is that fired up right now after that run with Bird on the bench.
And we're up on the crow's nest on the total opposite side of the floor. Here's Cam Shedrick off the bench with a three. Washington getting contributions from everybody this afternoon. It's 35-18. 1:50 left in the first half. Colin Bird checked back in for Tuscarora. And he spins, drives, loses control. Here comes Washington with an easy fast break. Shedrick layup and the foul from behind. Max Nowell called for the foul and makes it an and one.
Why? Why even contest that? It was a wide open layup. There's no chance you're going to block it. Let it go. That is just a silly frustration foul here.
Shedrick free throw, it's good. That's 6 quick points for Shedrick. Now the 6th player for Washington with at least 5 points. That's 30 alone, and Tuscarora only has 18 to their name. Battaglia looking for room. He's going to get it over to Worley in the left corner, who takes it out towards the top. Now gives it to Bird at the top, who tries to drive, bounce pass, intercepted by Josiah King. Patriots in all the passing lanes right now. It's a floater from King, short. Rebounded by Bird. And as they try to bring the ball up, Dickersheet is going to get contact, drawing a foul against Tajay Hairston. It's 2 on Hairston.
It's all right, though. I like the pressure still here.
1 minute left in the half. Driving inside is Dickersheet. Washington wanted to travel. He gets at the Bird, though. Pulls up from the mid-range. It's short, but it's rebounded by Tuscarora and then knocked out of the hands of Max Now, who got the rebound by Dolman. So Huskies ball on the baseline.
Won the physical battle down there, even in a 1v3.
Gives it Bird. Now right back to Dickersheet after he inbounded the ball from the corner, and Dickersheet tripped up. They'll call the foul on Chris Dolman.
Yeah, Dickersheet just trying to go with that little jump cut into the paint, wanted to take that fadeaway jumper afterwards, but Dolman kind of just shielded him with the body, made the contact, and both went down.
Dickersheet is going to walk off favoring one leg over the other. A bit of a limp, so we'll see if he can shake that off and come back in at some point. He's replaced by Bailey. And that's who has the ball now. Giving it up to Bird. Almost have a jump ball. Bird gets it back, though. Drives and bumped again. This time it's King. They're playing incredibly aggressive defense.
Yeah, King just a little too aggressive that time there. Didn't have full control of his body. Went diving for the ball, and as soon as you leave your feet like that, it's almost like you're tackling somebody, and that's almost exactly what happened there for Bird, which is why he's at the free throw line.
And that's the 5th team foul on Washington, which means 2 free throws for Bird. He misses the first. 9 points in the first quarter for Colin Bird. None in the second quarter so far. Now, luckily, his teammates have contributed with a bit. There's the second free throw in. That's Bird hitting double digits with 10 points.
You got to remember, though, he did have to spend a few minutes on the bench because of the 2 fouls.
Yep. 20 seconds left in the half. Dolman, left side, driving inside, kicks it out to Hairston. Three-pointer, too much on it. Rebounded by Battaglia. 10 seconds left. And losing the ball, trying to pass it to Bird. It's gotten by Washington. King, a lot of contact, no foul called. Bird may have gotten away with it. And on the other side, he's going to spin as he was about to throw up a half-court shot. with 1.6 seconds left, the clock stops, and we're going to get the foul against Shedrick, which means 2 more free throws for Colin Bird.
Just my opinion here. I'm surprised, though, that you call the contact on the one part when it felt like the same, if not more, contact on the other part.
First free throw is in from Bird. I'm guessing King tried a little too hard to initiate the contact.
Could be.
But it did feel like a good bit of contact, though. But I'm guessing the no call came from the officials saying that King was initiating the contact himself, which he does a good bit. And when you're a player that does that, as Bird makes the second one, sometimes the officials just assume that you didn't get hit or not enough to be a foul. 3/4 court, check Gore before the half. Too short. Looked good through the air. But we will go to halftime with Washington having a 17-point lead, 38-21 over the Tuscarora Huskies. We'll take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll get into the halftime show. This is the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors. And good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, owners just care more about you.
Providing reliable
Let's talk about what to do after a car or truck accident.
First, call 911. Then call Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
Let us handle the insurance company so you can focus on getting better.
Being injured in a wreck is enough stress. Let your doctor handle your medical issues.
And let the Skinner brothers handle your insurance issues.
If you've been hurt in almost heaven,
call the Sevens, 304-777-7777. The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Welcome into the halftime show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, which is brought to you by the Mansion for Ready Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to WVJusticeLawyers.com. 38-21, Washington leading Tuscarora here. And Colin, we were expecting a really good matchup here after yesterday. Tuscarora got themselves a 70-63 win over Martinsburg, and then Washington came out and demolished North County out of Glen Burnie, Maryland. We thought these were probably the two best teams here after seeing those results. And so far, Washington is making it clear that they are the best team here today.
Yeah, you set expectations. We set expectations after the games yesterday. The coaches set expectations after the games yesterday as well. And Washington's just completely exceeded everyone's expectations here. They have controlled every aspect of this game, and the most important one is the tempo, the style of game here today, and it's all been them controlling that all the way through this first half, which is why they have this 38-21 lead.
They're making life very difficult on Colin Bird, who has had to carry most of the load offensively for Tuscarora, and led to a lot of turnovers in general. Bird with a lot of contested shots that aren't going in. He does still have 12 points, but everybody else for Tuscarora has combined for just 9. So we'll get more into the first half stats after another 2-minute break. This is the Skip Fowler Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel is helping create extraordinary futures.
So we've seen improvements in our boys on the, as I said, arithmetic, reading and writing.
I worked in the county, I worked in public school, and that's what I knew. And I knew I wanted to be able to give her more. So I would recommend this to anyone.
You know, our daughter has thrived here. The family-like environment is exactly what she needed.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel in Martinsburg, equipping children to lead lives of significant impact.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Stats are brought to you by the Marys Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Call them today at 304-263-4343 or stop by and visit, schedule an appointment at 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. For Tuscarora, 12 points so far from Colin Byrne, 5 added in from Kevin Worley. It's 2 apiece from Drew Dickersheed and Chaz Battaglia. On the Washington side, Josiah King leads the way with 8 points. And then it's 6 points each from Avery Brown, Chet Gore, Jaquel Watkins, and Cam Shedrick. 5 more off the bench from Yair Marrero, and only 1 point for Chris Dolman. That's the dominating first half, while only getting 1 point from one of your leaders here, senior point guard. It's just been that much of a group effort from the Patriots so far. We got about 3.5 minutes here before we resume with the second half. Let's go ahead and take one last 2-minute break, and we'll come back with the second half and any last-second thoughts we have going into it. This is the Skip Fowler Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Beck & Surf Law Offices. 50 years experience. No fees unless we collect money for you. Always here to help you. Any questions? LawPBM.com.
Nothing goes better with football than chicken. From Pee Wee to the big boys to the wing T formation. Oh my, fumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Rock's local market.
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. We have been challenged to sell 20 new and used vehicles each and every day for the rest of the year. This means you save thousands. Hagerstown Ford is the largest Ford store on the I-81 corridor, ranked among the top dealerships in the country in sales volume and customer satisfaction. If you are even thinking about buying a new car, now is the time. Visit HagerstownFord.com and choose your new ride, and we will bring it to you. You will sign all the documents from your phone and skip that awful finance process that consumes your entire day in the dealership. Let's recap. Hagerstown Ford must sell 20 vehicles a day. You will sign all the documents from your phone on your time. We will bring your new ride to you, and you're done. It's that easy. If you don't like it, return it. Our return policy is better than Walmart, and our buying experience is better than Amazon. And you save thousands. Hagerstown Ford is the #1 Ford store from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C., from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland. Now, we want to be the #1 Ford store in the nation.
Hagerstown Ford, right off Interstate 81, across from the Valley Mall.
Welcome back inside Martinsburg High School. The Skip Fowler Memorial Classic, Washington versus Tuscarora. Going on right now, 1 minute until the warm-ups to start the third quarter wrap up. The third quarter will be brought to you by Power Beck and Matt Surf Law Offices. Call 304-264-8870 to speak with an attorney today or visit them online at lawpbm.com, and by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships, proud to be the owners who just care more. Colin, Tuscarora's got to figure out something out here in the second half.
Yeah, I don't know what it could be, though, in all honesty. I mean, yes, it's a very good team, but you're already down 17, and just the talent that Washington has and the depth that they've had, too, here, it already feels like this game's over.
Now, Washington's just been so tenacious on the defensive side that, you're right, Colin, it feels like there's only so much schematically they could draw up to get around this. We'll see what they have, though, because they've been very reliant on Colin Bird. 12 points of their 21 at the moment. Kevin Worley did at least knock down a couple shots and get a couple points up on the board in that second quarter. His teammates, Birds that is, contributed while he was on the bench with some foul trouble. And the second half starts with Tuscarora having the ball. Let's see where they go. They try to get it to Bird. It's immediately tipped away. The entry pass attempt to Bird by Dolman. Tuscarora gets it back. Battaglia using a screen from Bird. Now kick it over to Bailey. Right wing, 3, no good. Rebounded by Bird, though. He puts up a shot. It's no good again. Tips around. Sticks with Tuscarora. That time it's Worley. A driving kick from Bird. Wrapping it around. 3-pointer's good from Bailey. So there's some offense from the Huskies.
If they didn't get that 3, you just would have had to laugh. I mean, all 3 of those shots were amazing looks.
Yeah. Here's Dolman, left corner, going to throw it across the court to Watkins, and Bird denies the entry pass to Chet Gore. Bird, tallest player on the court for Tuscarora. He's going up against Chet Gore, the tallest player on the court for Washington. Both guys who are taller than they are big, you could say. Not your traditional centers. Here's Watkins, drive and kick, extra pass, open 3-pointer from the corner, rims in and out for Avery Brown. For what feels like a rare miss when he's open for him.
I was about to say, he's human after all, huh?
Jack Bailey, 3-pointer, air ball from the left corner. Into the hands of Dolman, who pushes it up to Watkins, cross court to Brown. King, Dolman, Watkins, back to Dolman as they swing it right to left across the 3-point line. Miss, rebounded by Gore, gets his man up in the air, and one after the foul by Battaglia.
I think Gore might have got away with a little push there before getting the rebound.
Maybe.
Or it's just because he's that much stronger. I don't know. That's what replay's for.
Yeah, Gore was having a little bit of a tough time of it in the first half. Still was able to drop in 6 points early. Free throw, no good. Rebounded by Bird, who's going to immediately push it up the floor. Bounce pass to Battaglia. Gets it back to Bird, but there's a foul on the pass. And Bird was ready to have an easy layup attempt. Looks like that'll go against King, his second. Team's first. Inbounded to Battaglia. Back to the inbounder, Drew Dickersheed, who will bring it out to the right wing, trying to cross up, step back from the mid-range against Watkins. He gets it to go. 4 points for Dickersheed. The lead is cut to 14. It's 40-26.
That's a tough shot.
King to Watkins. Looks like a zone here, 3-2 zone from Tuscarora. This will be out, three-pointer from the right wing, no good from Brown, rebounded by Battaglia. So it looks like the zone of Tuscarora trying to get some defense they can turn into offense. Bird drives, wanted the continuation for an and one, but they're going to call Jaquel Watkins for his second foul on the floor.
Yeah, that's probably the right call.
I think so. Avery Brown will check out. Yari Marrero checks in. Second team foul on Washington. Inbound to Bird, who puts up 2 points. 40-28. Tuscarora chipping away. Slow start on offense for the Patriots against this 3-2 zone.
That's what I was about to say. It's that zone that they're just trying to figure out right now.
Josiah King over to Watkins. Drive, kick, intercepted by Battaglia. 2-on-2 on the break. Passes between him and Worley. Had to save the ball from going out of bounds, and now everybody's down on this side of the floor. Battaglia still gets an open three from the corner, though, when it goes in. Single-digit lead now for Washington, 40-31. 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Dribbling inside is Watkins. Kick out to Dolman at the top of the key. Making it harder for Washington to have good passes, to get good shots. Watkins drives on baseline. Kicks over to Dolman, who fits inside the middle of the zone. Gets a floater to go in. He's only got 3 points. It's a timeout from Washington following the bucket to make it 42-31. Let's keep it here through the timeout as Tuscarora has gotten back into this, made it a little more interesting.
They have, and it's really been that 3-2 zone, Dylan. Even that last possession that Washington was able to score on, getting that pass back on the kickout was just pure luck after a few deflections that it somehow, some way, found its way back there.
The Washington hasn't been able to force as many turnovers on Tuscarora yet in this third quarter as well, which has given them less opportunity to get out and run, get those easy transition points.
Still feel like, though, Washington's going to be able to find the adjustment they need to here.
You would think so with how we've seen them play through the first 6 quarters of the Skip Fowler here. But Washington wraps up their timeout. They'll head back out onto the court. Tuscarora the same. Washington in the home whites today. Red lettering. Blue trim. Tuscarora in their blacks that they had on yesterday. The black uniforms with the dark blue numbers. The white lettering outlining the dark blue trim. 4.5 minutes left in the third. Colin Bird brings it up. Here's a batted pass by Josiah King. Here comes that transition offense. King with the layup. It's good. Washington back up by 13. 10 points for Josiah King, the first for the Patriots to hit double digits. Here's Battaglia, top of the key against Gore. Ball fake, drive, layup no good. Bird fights for the rebound. They'll say it was out of bounds, last touched by Bird, and Tuscarora giving the possession back to the Patriots.
Yeah, Bird didn't want to get caught with an over the back there of Gore and kind of just had to give it up.
Josiah King, right side, has the ball as Washington tries to set up the offense against the zone. 4 out. Check Gore in the paint. Passing it around the outside. Marrero, now it's inside to Gore. He's going to kick it out to Dolman. Driving over to King, who is at the elbow. Puts up a shot and is fouled.
I think that whacked our camera, or at least came pretty close to it, as you can see Colton wiping off just in case there was a smudge there. Surprised it didn't knock off the lens cap or cover.
Probably came close to it.
Yeah.
Colton's protecting it over there. That's what happened. King, 2 free throws. First one is up and in. Battaglia will sit down. Preddy will get a run on the bench. King, one more. Gets it to go. 46-31. Kings up to 12 points to lead Washington. Bird driving fast past King, puts up a shot, some contact. He doesn't get the foul call, and he is...
he's hurt.
I wanted to say upset, but yeah, I think he's hurt as well, as he's writhing in pain on the ground. I'm sure also wanted the foul call and is upset that he got hurt on something that wasn't called a foul. And probably while Bird is down, let's go ahead and take a 30-second break and come back with more of the Skip Fowler Classic here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back inside Martinsburg High School. Injury timeout for Colin Bird, who leads Tuscarora with 14 points so far. And now being helped up by the trainer and head coach, Michael Newkirk. A walk over to the bench, shaken up.
Yeah, I'm watching the replay here. Yes, he had a hard fall. Hopefully he's okay and can come back in this game. But I don't see any contact from Morero. He stood there, was ready to take the charge, and kind of what happened for Bird was he spun his body the other way because he didn't want to get called with the charge, and that's what resulted in him kind of just landing awkwardly.
Yeah, I was trying to find the right way to word it originally, because you could tell Bird wanted the foul call. I didn't.
There was nothing there.
Right, didn't necessarily see it. And here's an air ball from Bailey as it goes out of bounds back to Washington. And Bird checking right back in for Dickersheed.
It's great to see.
3:08 left in the third quarter. It's 46-31. Dylan Bishop, Colin McLaughlin with you on the call. Behind the cameras on the TV 10 side, Tyler Strine, Colton Musgrove, Vernon Dale Paquel, and Skylar High back at the studio. Here's Shedrick, left corner, going to swing it right wing to Josiah King. They get it inside to Marrero, and it's Bird called for the foul.
Here, Tuscarora wanting a 3-second violation called, but the foul came first. I'm liking this little adjustment here that I've seen from Washington because of this 3-2 zone Tuscarora is in. They're really just kind of backing out on the perimeter and making that zone come to them. And it works because there's no shot clock here in West Virginia.
Yep. Cam Shedrick misses the three-pointer. But Bird the other way, driving, loses the ball. It was tipped away by Washington. King throws it out to Shedrick on the fast break for 2 more points. 48-31. Bird double-teamed as he gets the ball in the left wing, driving inside anyway, and gets the roll. Bird fired up as he cuts the deficit back down to 15. Bird's up to 16 on the day. Here comes the zone out a little further to Washington. Marrero in the middle, easy mid-range jumper as they find the opening in the zone defense. 50-33, 1:55 left in the third. Here's Bird, top of the key against Shedrick. And this time, Bird not going to get called for a push-off. Laid his shoulder into Shedrick. Shedrick was not in the right spot. Blocking foul, it'll be a baseline out of bounds.
If you're Washington, you got to be happy with that look from Marrero on that last possession. Hope that you can get a lot more of those looks if you continue to space out that zone.
Reddy works one-on-one against Gore. Picks up his dribble around the free throw line as they get it out to Bailey. Bailey dribble handoff over to the right side to Battaglia. And it's stripped away by Marrero. Trying to go on the fast break and put up a shot. It's blocked by Battaglia. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Patriots. Good recovery from Chaz Battaglia, the senior. One of a good handful of seniors that Tuscarora relies on. Battaglia, Bird, and Worley being the main ones. Hayden Collins off the bench, also a senior. And here's a drive by Shedrick, pass and layup no good to Hairston. And Hairston's going to pick up the frustration foul immediately following.
And only the team fourth, though, so not at the bonus yet.
It'll be free throws the rest of the way for the third quarter for Tuscarora. The last minute 16.
But you're right, Dylan. That was just a frustration foul. It's one that shouldn't happen, and that should be a foul there.
Moving screen, you could call it. Worley running into Shedrick, no call. As Shedrick hit the deck. Kick out, Battaglia for three. Rebounded by Shedrick.
Good job by Marrero getting a hand in the face there.
Long pass out to Marrero. Now the trailing pass from Shedrick to King. No good, but Marrero gets the long rebound, throws it to Hairston. Kick back out to the top of the key. Swing it around from King to Shedrick to Marrero. And Marrero on the drive gets fouled. Bird can't believe it. Call doesn't go against him, though. They're going to call that one on Shane Cotton, who was just checked in for the first time for Tuscarora.
I call that a shooting foul?
I believe so. Yep, it wasn't 100% to me that it was going to be, but it did feel like Marrero was trying to go for the shot there, and the officials agree as Marrero hits the first free throw.
Yeah. Coming back, looking at the replay, it's just, I guess, maybe our angle that I can't really tell if there was an upward motion with the forearms.
Both free throws are good. Make it 52-33. 33 seconds left in the quarter. Bird has it up top. Doesn't go with the handoff. He works against Hairston, picks up his dribble, spins through, misses, puts the tip back up and no good. Gets it back again. This time, Bird's able to power it up and in.
That was just a pure case of strength from Bird that entire time, dominating the paint.
5 seconds left. Here's King trying to drive in. Contact, puts up the shot, no good. But he will get the free throws. Looks like he got knocked in the shoulder, perhaps. They're going to call this one against Battaglia. King kind of threw his head back a little bit there to sell the contact. I don't think Tuscarora loves that was a foul call, but it seemed like enough to warrant it. First free throw goes in.
I mean, when you're kind of pinning it on both sides, it's tough not to.
King, the lefty, you can feel like probably taking some pointers from the James Harden playbook over the years, studying players to emulate as the second free throw goes in. King's up to 14 points. 2.4 seconds left. Inbound to Bird, who will throw up from 3/4 court. It's short. So we'll go to the fourth quarter with Washington leading by 19 after starting the quarter with a 17-point lead. So Tuscarora made a little bit of a run, but in the end, Washington wins the quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with the fourth and final quarter. This is the Skip Fowler Classical and Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti.
If you've been injured in a car accident, there are 3 things you need to know.
1, do not discuss your accident with an insurance company before you talk to a lawyer.
2, on average, car accident victims with a lawyer get over 3 times more money than those without one.
And 3, at Mansion Ferretti, if we don't win, you don't pay us, guaranteed. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Washington will start the fourth quarter with the ball up 54-35 here from Martinsburg, as Dolman's going to lose the ball, dive on the floor for it, end up with it, and it's a early timeout here in the fourth quarter, taken by Coach Ryan Miller, just 10 seconds into it. Our fourth quarter brought to you by Rock's Local Markets, convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle, fast, fresh, friendly Rock's.
Dylan, you were saying it heading into that break at the end of the quarter, that even with everything Tuscarora did in the third, it felt like the best quarter they've played. They still lost the quarter, though, by 2. The lead's still 19 for Washington. It's just been that kind of game for the Patriots.
Came out of the locker rooms down by 17 to Tuscarora, and they cut the lead to 9.
They did.
But then Washington worked it back all the way up to 19, their biggest of the day. Inbound from the baseline, Josiah King throws it past the top of the key to Dolman. He'll work with the ball, guarded closely by Dickershede. Back to man goes Tuscarora. There's a trap of Watkins, gets it up to King. It's a handoff back to Watkins. Shot, floater, no good, but the rebound goes out to King. He's going to drive, get a man up in the air, and draws the foul. 2 more free throws for Josiah King.
It almost looked like he took an arm to the face there a little bit. Looks to be okay, though.
8 points in the first half for King. Making 1 free throw here can match that number for the second half so far, and he does, so give him 16 on the game. Second free throw misses off the mark, and I'll have to correct myself. He's only at 15 now, 7 points here in the second half. Needed both free throws to get to 16. Here's a three-pointer from the top of the key for Bird, and gets the roll to go in. Make it 3 more for Colin Bird, and a timeout from Tuscarora following it. It's 55-38 now with 7:11 left in the game. We'll take a 30-second break with this timeout. This is Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Ice baths, polar plunges, what's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always, that's Cody's with a T for trust.
Out of the timeout, brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Washington leads 55-38. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call. Colton Musgrove, Tyler Strine, and Vernon Dale Piquel behind our cameras. Kyler High back at the studio. Thank you for watching and listening to the Skip Fowler Classic on Talk Radio WRNR, TV 10 on Comcast, and the WRNR TV YouTube channel. We'll have Martinsburg versus Kings Christian at 7 o'clock, 6:45 pregame. Later on, here's Josiah King working through the zone that Tuscarora's gone back to and putting up a floater for 2 more points.
I think they missed a travel there on that first pass.
I think you're right, and here's a foul. Coach Miller wanted a jump ball on Chris Dolman. I see from here why Coach Miller wanted the jump ball, but I can see that hand potentially have reached in on the wrist instead of the ball.
Dolman just picked up another foul.
Sure did. After the inbound, out of bounds, immediately. Dolman picks up his third foul just that quick. Another inbound from Tuscarora. Here's Battaglia trying to drive inside, and he's fouled. And Washington doesn't like that call. Chet Gore going to get called for it, his first.
If I'm Washington, I'm not happy right now.
No.
Not even 90 seconds into this fourth quarter, and you're already at 3 fouls here in high school basketball now. Double bonus is 5. They've changed it from what you used to see like men's basketball in college where it's 7.5, 10 for a double. It's 5 every quarter that resets. And that's one way Tuscarora can get back into this game is at the free throw line.
Battaglia makes the first, misses the second. It's 57-39. King, drop off to Gore. Shot, no good. Well, really wanted the and one, but he will get 2 free throws. Pace slowing down, the whistle getting tighter here as we go along into the fourth quarter. Chet Gore sinks the first free throw. He's up to 9 points. Can make it 10 with this one. And he gets the second one to rattle home. 59-39. Washington up to a 20-point lead with 6:18 left to go. Battaglia on the right wing. Guarded by Avery Brown. Here's a drive. Spin off the mark. Bird almost flying in for a putback dunk. But Josiah King gets the rebound. Brings up the break. Dishes it to Gore. This time it's an and one for Chet Gore. So make it a 22-point lead for the Patriots now.
And again, that's just a silly foul from behind. Gore's not missing that shot. You don't need to give him a little nudge.
He does miss the free throw, so it'll stick 61-39. Colin Berg quickly up the court, takes a three-pointer, no good after creating a bit of separation from Dolman. It's King with it, and it'll be another foul call. Physical defense from Kevin Worley on the way up.
You were right with what you said, though, earlier, Dylan. Referees here are starting to call this fourth quarter really, really tight.
I think the defensive intensity has picked up a little bit, but the whistle has picked up a lot.
I mean, we're just past 2 minutes into this quarter, and we've already seen 7 fouls.
Dolman looking for room to operate as they give it up to King, and before he gets it right back. Tuscarora trying to trap, and it's Battaglia intercepting a pass. It'll put up an easy 2 points on the other way. Battaglia is up to 8 points. Only had 2 in the first half. And here's Dolman trying to drive, and he loses the ball. Avery Brown able to pick it up, and Brown pushing Bird to the ground. Easy call for the officials there.
Yeah, that was a smart foul. You don't want to give a breakaway to Bird. But again, now you're at 4 fouls for a team. Both teams have 4 fouls, which means the rest of the way we're seeing free throws once there's the next foul. Unless it's offensive, of course.
I'm sure Tuscarora will take advantage of it. Here's Dickersheet out, top of the key, picking up his dribble, gives it to Bailey. Now it's to Battaglia. Double comes for him as he enters the paint. Pass, tipped around. Gore diving on it. On the floor is Hairston to get the turnover for Washington. Here comes Dolman after getting the pass. Gives it up to King on the right wing. Now the Patriots slow it down here with 4:40 left to go. Dolman drives, now kicks it back out. That's Tuscarora trying to trap at any chance they get. Dolman right by the sideline, loses the ball as the trap comes. Bird has it, quickly up the other way, gets 2 points to fall on the layup. 23 points for Colin Bird. 61-43. Here's Dolman, and another whistle as when the trap came this time, is a little too much of the hands on Dolman. Looks like it's Bailey called for the foul. Actually, they'll get Battaglia for that one.
Yeah, I thought I saw Battaglia with the hand on the...
That's his fifth.
Torso, yep.
So Chaz Battaglia, second leading scorer for Tuscarora with 8 points, will have to sit out the rest of this one. They'll bring in Shane Cotton off the bench to replace him as Chris Dolman shoots 2 free throws. First one, no good. A couple players thought it was a 1-and-1, I guess. They started making their way down the court the other way. Now Dolman, second attempt. That one rolls off the right side. 0 for 2 for Dolman. He's been quiet in the scoring column. Only 3 points. Bird trying to find room to operate. It's a turnaround jumper over Marrero. No good, but Tuscarora gets the rebound. Kick out to Bailey for 3. No good. Dickersheed, another offensive rebound. A putback for 2.
Yeah, nobody had Dickersheed. Nobody was boxing him out. He was just standing in the paint wide open for that easy bunny.
Coach Newkirk for Tuscarora wants a timeout after the bucket. We'll take a 30-second break with them. This is the Skip Fowler Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hello, Jonathan Bodwell, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, your local Medicare insurance agency. We are celebrating our 20th anniversary this year. The Medicare annual enrollment period is here. Medicare plans have changed drastically this year. We are here to help you with a no-charge review of your coverage. Don't get taken advantage of by a call center. Call us at 304-283-0864. Stay local with Bodwell Insurance Solutions.
Our other fourth quarter sponsor on Talk Radio WRNR TV 10 is Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. During the timeout, an assistant coach for Tuscarora received 2 technical fouls and was ejected.
Yeah, don't know the name, but he's been kind of on these officials here since Bird went down hard that last quarter that they thought should have been a clear foul against Marrero, and it wasn't, and he had to go out. It looked like he was pretty banged up after that play, but has still continued to play on here. But since that time, he's really not let down on the coaches, and during the timeout, he was out on the officials, not the coaches, but he was out on the floor with the other coaches and just came a little bit too far over to the officials. They teed him up, and then he said it's a timeout, I can be on the court, and he got teed up again because of that.
Chet Gore will shoot the technical free throws. Misses the first. Washington leads 61-45 with 3:53 left in the game. Second free throw is good. And it was 2 separate technical fouls, so it'll be 2 more technical free throws. Gore makes this one, so he's 2 of 3 on these so far, with 1 more. Taking his time, puts the final one up and in. So 3 free points for Chet Gore. Make it 64-45.
And the ball.
Yep, and the ball. So Washington with possession now, up 19. And the trap starts to come for Dolman right as he crosses half court. Ball gets passed around from King to Marrero, back to King. On the left wing side, he'll get it to Marrero in the left corner. Great bounce pass across the court to Chet Gore for 2 more. It's now an 11-point second half for Chet Gore.
Beautiful vision to find Gore there at the right block.
66-45, 17 points for Gore. 3:20 left to go now. Trapped around the baseline is Dickersheed, and a whistle blows. They're going to get Washington with a foul.
Yeah, they're going to say Gore, when he reached in trying to poke the ball free, grabbed the wrist.
It's the second foul on Gore. Tuscarora in the bonus. Drew Dickersheed, a senior, makes the first free throw. He's up to 7 points in this one. And now make it 8 on the day for the 6'1 sophomore Drew Dickersheed. 3:08 to go. It's 66-47. Josiah King on the right side, trying to avoid the trap. Drives, kicks over to Dolman, left side. He's trying to drive inside. He'll kick it back out to Hairston, now to King. Driving again, lane opens up. Fouled is King by Preddy as he goes up for the bucket.
Neither side's backing down. It's 66-47, 2:49 left in the game, and neither side's given either any inch of space, any backing off. I love it.
King's first free throw rolls home. Gives him 18 points. King's second one also goes. So, just like Chet Gore, give King 11 points in the second half and 19 on the day. 2:40 left to go. Here's Bird swinging it around to Bailey. Kick out to Dickersheed, left wing three. No good, too much on it. Preddy, though, gets the rebound. I'll get it back to Dickersheed, who now drives. Euro step, too short on the layup. Rebounded by Marrero, who's going to swing it up to Gore. Behind the back dribble, layup, and it's in. Chet Gore dominating the second half. But in particular, this fourth quarter. Here's Bird trying to drive inside and is fouled as he lost control of the ball.
Yeah, King getting called with a reach in there.
Bird and Tuscarora fighting to the end. Here's two more free throws for Bird. Sitting at 23 points. Bird's first one will go.
You can't say enough about Bird. I mean, he's been a fun player to watch here these past 2 days. Wishing nothing but the best of luck in his career. Unfortunately, though, as a whole today for his team, Washington was just better.
2 for 2 from the line to make it 70-49. 25 of the 49 points coming for Tuscarora from Colin Bird. Washington passing the ball around. It's Hairston near the right corner, and they'll eventually get it back to him. Marrero now in the paint, looking for room to operate. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Gore. He's going to put the shot back up, and one. Chet Gore have a day. 15 points in just the second half. He's now up over 20 at 21, and he can add in one more at the line. And he does. 73-49 with 1:40 to go. Tuscarora Huskies set to finish the Skip Fowler at 1-1 on the 2 days. Washington going to have themselves two big wins as Bird drives inside for 2 more points for himself. 73-51 with just 80 seconds to go. Washington taking their time to bring it up the floor. Dolman walks it up, gives it to King. Dribbles around to avoid the trap. It's Gore again. Going to put it up again, and it's another and one for Chet Gore. Now, when you got 2 on the ball, that means somebody's open, and Washington has taken advantage of that. Absolutely, and more often than not, it's been getting the ball inside to Chet Gore.
I mean, they just have nobody out on the floor that can match him.
Nope.
Preddy's down there, and he's nowhere close to the size of Chet Gore.
3-point play completed again. Chet Gore, 19 points in the second half. 25 for the game. Colin Bird's going to pull up quickly from 3 with a minute left, and it's a rebound for Gore. 76-51. Final minute being drained down now by the Patriots. Passing the ball around on just the right side of the half-court line between Marrero and Dolman. Now out to King, who is going to be fouled by Bird.
Yeah, Bird was yelling for everybody else to foul. Nobody was going out to do it. And at this point, why anyway? You're down 25. I like the passion.
Yeah.
But the game's over.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's what his teammates were thinking there. Down by 25 points. As Josiah King will get 2 more free throws. First one goes in and puts him at 20 points, and now Bird will sit down for the day. Placed by Micah Mann. So it's 27 points for Colin Bird after 37 in the win against Martinsburg yesterday. King, 2 for 2 from the line. 30 seconds left. One last offensive possession for Tuscarora to try to improve their final standing for the day. Ball fake picked up. Handoff to Bailey. Pass to the right corner for Mann. No good. Rebounded by King with 11 seconds left. So he will have to bring it over the timeline at least, and he does with 4 left and dribbling things out. It's another huge win in the Skip Fowler Classic for the Washington Patriots, 78-51 over the Tuscarora Huskies of Glen Burnie, Maryland. Huge day, huge tournament for the Patriots. Let's take a 2-minute break and come back for our post-game show. This is the Skip Fowler Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Robbie, there you are, splashing around again in the Valley Mall. What's got you this fired up? Did someone spike your hot tub with holiday spirit? No way. The Floor Pool's Christmas sale is officially rolling, and you're telling me everything here at the Holiday Pop-Up Store, hot tubs, saunas, swim spas, cold plunges, is priced with deep year-end discounts? Robbie, that's incredible. And of course you picked the seat with the Jets working overtime on your tail feathers. Wait, immediate delivery too? As in buy it now and have it in your backyard before New Year's? That's huge. A brand new wellness space at home for the holidays. Now that's better than another pair of socks. And inventory's moving fast, right? Like faster than you can say, when you sink in a hot tub. Yeah, okay, I get it. With these deep year-end discounts, everything's gonna get scooped up like holiday cookies.
Floor Pools, your home for hot tubs, saunas, swim spas, and cold plunges. Visit their holiday pop-up store at the Valley Mall, talk with the wellness experts, snag incredible year-end deals, and take immediate delivery. Start the new year with a home wellness space that makes you feel like you won the holiday lottery.
What are you looking for? How about some craft beer? Or maybe you want some New York style pizza. Maybe some time with your family. Or maybe you want to have game night with all your friends out on the patio. Yeah, we got that.
Are you looking for a lager? Maybe a stout or IPA. We've got that.
Our dough is made fresh every day. Our sauce is made daily. And our mozzarella is absolutely amazing. Our neighborhood is growing, and it deserves a place where you can have great food, great beer, and a great ambiance. And that place is right here.
Andy's Pizza and Inferno Brewery. Andy'sPizza.com.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality.
Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Show brought to you by the Palace Lounge, located on Edwin Miller Boulevard, offering a full lunch and dinner menu along with daily specials in a clean and comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. And we'll start things off here just with Colin's thoughts here on Washington's big 78-51 win over Tuscarora.
Washington's legit.
Yeah.
By far. It's going to be a fun year for them. I know we've been saying they've been in the top 10 here in Class 4A for the state of West Virginia in the preseason coaches poll we saw, and then the Week 1 coaches poll we saw. I think they jump up the top 5. They are that good. They are one of the best in the Panhandle. I'm putting them up there, even though we haven't seen Spring Mills yet, close to Spring Mills. I won't say better, because Spring Mills is still the defending state champs. They still got a lot coming back and then some, but this team is a real deal. This team's a state title contender.
I think they can give Spring Mills a run for their money at the very least. I don't know if they can beat them or, if it'll be 5-point game, 10-point game, anything like that compared to some of the other results for Spring Mills, but this is a very good Washington Patriots team. We'll get you some of the post-game stats here, brought to you by the personal injury attorneys Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit BurkeandSchultz.com. We play hardball for Tuscarora. 27 points for Colin Bird, but the rest of the team only able to muster up a total of 24 as they get 8 from Battaglia and Dickersheed, 5 from Worley, and 3 from Jack Bailey. That means no points from the bench of Tuscarora here in this one today. For Washington, 25 points for Chet Gore leads the way. Then it's Josiah King with 21. Gore with 19 of those in the second half. King with 13 of those in the second half, after Washington already had a 17-point lead at halftime. Then it's 9 for Yair Marrero off the bench, 8 points for Cam Shedrick, 6 each for Avery Brown, Jaquel Watkins, and 3 from Chris Dolman. With that, Colin, any last thoughts that you have, you can throw in with your player of the game, brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere.
It came a lot in the fourth quarter, or maybe in the entire second half as a whole, but I feel like player of the game's got to be Chet Gore. I mean, just a fantastic performance, especially there at the end. Just played like a man amongst boys, dominating down low. They just continued to feed him because he wasn't being stopped. Tuscarora had no answer for him down low, especially in those final few minutes. So you could, I guess, consider it garbage time points if you want to argue it. I'm not going to make that argument because it was still the starters for Tuscarora that he was absolutely dominating. So he's my player of the game, man. Washington, as I said, it's going to be a lot of fun watching them this year.
Yeah, I'm with you on the decision there, and I'm with you on Washington in general. They are going to be a fun team to watch, and we'll see just how well they can compete with Spring Mills and see who else in the EPAC can compete with them. So with that, we'll wrap things up here from Martinsburg High School for the afternoon. We'll be back around 6:45 to get you set for a 7 o'clock tip-off for Martinsburg and King's Christian Academy to finish out the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic. So for our cameramen here this afternoon, Tyler Strine, Colton Musgrove, Vernon Dale Piquel, and Kyler High back at the studio, and Colin McLaughlin next to me. I'm Dylan Bishop, saying so long for now from Martinsburg High School, the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic, and we'll be back around 7 o'clock for Martinsburg versus King's Christian. This is the Skip Fowler Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
W. Harley Miller Systems, Smallwood and Small Insurance Agency, Powered Beck and Matzaref Law Offices, Senate Finance Chairman Jason Barrett, Hagerstown Ford, Fort Evans Archery, Rocks Local Markets, the Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, personal injury attorneys, Cody's Auto Body, the Palace Lounge, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, the Berkeley County Health Department, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, Ameriprise Financial and the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, CMA Honda of Winchester, CMA Chevy and Toyota of Martinsburg, CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, Dignity Memorial Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery of Martinsburg, Fowler Pools of Martinsburg, Hagerstown, and Chambersburg. Inferno Brewery and Andy's Pizza.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.